doing? You're like, oh, look at me! Welcome, everybody, to Marble Machine Podcast.
You're here with Emily and Mackenzie, and we're reviewing the book Speak this month. We only put it on an episode a month. That's very sad.
By you pronounce the name, because you're very judgmental of how I pronounce the name.
I was pronouncing the name wrong. The author of Speak is Laurie Halse Anderson, and she has won a National Book Award finalist for this book, which essentially just means, hey, you got a really nice book.
You couldn't come up with your creative name, so you got National Book Award. Woo-wee. Snazzy, snazzy.
But, the first thing we're going to cover with this book, the, 6 main points that we normally cover in a book, are the theme, the conflict, the rising action, the climax, the falling action, the resolution, and any other comments which are, extra.
Mm-hmm. That's 7, you Angus.
Which I just said
You said
are
6.
extra.
You
Yeah,
said
I said
6.
6,
Oh.
but I accidentally said the 7.
Well, good job. First thing we're going to talk about is the theme, which is pretty obvious from the title. Speak is speaking up, basically.
Yeah. It's the title and the cover art that really kind of give it away.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I just realized the cover art kind of looks like the tree she's been trying to draw.
Are you joking? Did you
No.
just now figure that out?
Yeah, I did.
You
I've
are
had
the
this book
dumbest
for several
person.
months now.
You
We've
are
both
the
had this book for several
dumbest
months
person.
now. Laurie Halse Anderson came up with the idea for this book after she woke up from a nightmare, and this book was made in 1999.
Really?
So yeah, it's been around for a while. And she actually has a thing in the back.
Oh, good 18.
It's this thing in the back, and it's a bunch of questions, and it's also a comment about censorship, a discussion guide, which is what you do. And then there's a sexual assault survivor resources, and it's a bunch of
That's
things.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
It's just like a bunch of things to help to raise awareness. Hence the name Speak. So the theme of Speak is literally what Mackenzie just said, to speak up, because...
In the whole story, she has this big...
Melinda.
Melinda. She has this big secret, which we will get to later, because I don't want to spoil it for you. Oh, boy. Because she has this big secret, which is kind of like...
It's weighing her down.
Yeah, it's weighing her down. It's causing
really
more problems than it should be.
Than it should be.
No, because she is hiding it.
Oh.
Like, the fact that she's hiding it, just that itself is causing problems.
It's really affecting her, and the worst part is it happened when she was our age, and she was 14. So it's gonna haunt her for a while.
Conflict, I've got a few. We can talk about a few. I have social life, party events, the art project, her father, and her mental health. So which one of those do you want to talk about first?
This is a conflict, right?
Yes.
Andy's also part of the conflict, but we'll get into him later.
I count that as party events.
Okay, we'll get into him in right now, actually.
Okay.
So the party events, throughout the story, we get these hints. These hints that something really bad has happened. It doesn't go out and tell you outright that, something real bad has happened. It just hints at it throughout the story. And one name that keeps popping up is Andy Evans.
Well, she refers to him as it.
Yeah, she refers to him as it for the first part of the book. I don't know, man. I guess it's my mixed...
refers to him as it.
Shush. It's my mixed accents. But, Melinda refers to Andy Evans as it first, and then throughout the book, she starts calling him Andy.
Well, once she comes to terms and she, starts
This is later
reminiscing.
after she's starting to get better.
Because at the beginning, it's not just that she doesn't want to tell anybody, it's that she tries to hide it from herself. So when she begins to accept that she needs to at least think about it and accept that it did happen, that's when she kind of starts, we know that it's Andy now. Okay. Do you want to continue talking about this party, or do you want to save that for later, because we're going to talk about it anyways?
Save for later. But
What are some more conflicts we got?
the next conflict is her social life. Her social life's kind of crap at the moment.
Yes.
Because of the thing that happened at the party. She sort of made friends with a girl named Heather who just sat next to her on the bus one day and started chatting her up. Melinda didn't actually really engage in the conversation, so Heather kind of self-proclaimed her as a friend. And you grow to not like Heather.
Because
She's
she becomes
manipulative.
friends with the Marthas, which are basically the mean girls of the school.
Yeah, mean girls, but they definitely don't rule the school.
Yeah. Because Heather becomes friends with them after she becomes friends with Melinda.
She's not technically friends with them. She's trying to join their group.
Because they seem
their
like
cast.
they seem like top of the line. If you're with them, then you
like
made
you.
it in high
If you're
school.
with them, if you're with them, then you're one of the popular kids. You're one of the kids that we can look at, that we can pay attention to.
Which leads Heather to be manipulated, which leads Heather to manipulate Melinda, which does not help with the fact that
Melinda's also
no
struggling.
one else talks to her, and
Yeah.
everyone else hates her.
Melinda's also struggling with this massive secret. And everyone hates her because of that event that happened at the party.
Mm-hmm.
She called the cops on it, and we will reveal the reason why in a few minutes.
Yeah. What else we got?
We also have the art project.
The art project.
Oh, man.
Throughout the entire... Okay, so Melinda is in an art class, obviously. Whoa, art class.
You don't say.
What a quinkle-winkle.
And she's assigned this project in the beginning of the year by drawing a name out of a hat.
Which says tree.
So she's tasked to draw a tree by the end of the year. They have the entire year to work on it. So of
Not
course,
just draw. She could have done it in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Sculpture,
She could have done, like,
or
sculpture.
drawing or painting.
but
Anything she wanted.
to make a tree she had until the end of the year. So right away she starts working on it, but the first thing people notice is that it really looks lifeless. It doesn't look like she's put emotion into it, and that kind of relates back to herself. While she's trying to hide the events of what happened that night from herself, she's also making herself more emotionless and trying to hide as many emotions as she can. So in a way, her emotions convey also to her art, and there's another project where she makes a sculpture out of turkey bones and a few other things, like a Barbie head with tape over it, and...
With tape over the mouth, to be
Tape
more
over the
specific.
mouth, yeah.
Because that was kind of showing how, because the Mr. Freeman, the art teacher, kind of comes over and, this shows emotion, this shows the pain and the fear, especially with the tape over the doll's mouth. showing
He's
how
all like,
she's
this is
not
pain.
talking.
This is definitely pain. And then afterwards, Melinda leaves. Because, in this part of the book, she's not come to terms with herself that she needs to tell someone. And so she just leaves because the bells rang. And the next one is her dad.
Which
dad is an interesting character.
Yes, you talk him up. I'll look for these quotes that I found.
Her dad is sort of the lazy guy of the house. He's definitely not able to relate to her that well.
And he's not pulling his weight than being lazy.
And Melinda says that she likes him when he's working more. She likes him. One of the quotes is, I like him more when he's clean shaven than when he has donut powder all over his face. And she goes out and does the work in the lawn one day, and he just comes out and is all like, oh, that looks like a lot of work. I'll go get you a garbage bag. And that could be taken two ways. That could be taken in the way that, A, he's lazy. He wants her to do all the work, and he doesn't want to do any for himself.
Which is how I take it.
Or B, he might see that that's part of the healing process, because of course at this point in the book it's noticeable that something's wrong.
Yeah.
She just doesn't say.
She literally does not talk. They have a counselor's meeting, which we will talk about later, where she doesn't say anything.
But he might also see this as like a healing process and realizes that she might want to be alone, and that's why he leaves her alone, which is how I somehow took it. So there's two ways you can take it, and neither are really specified in the book.
It was like, okay, so another thing that happened was Thanksgiving, which I told you about. And I'm just going to say